Alright, hello and welcome back to the Steins visual novel, everyone. My name is Gamer Guy for you. And let us continue on with Steins the visual novel. Space is so empty and it's dark and so cold. Can you define its presence? Does it exist? Alright, so we got Kurisu's words here. I don't think we said that last time. I think we had to cut off. So let us start with Kurisu. Gotta get back into character. There's no point traveling through time if you end up in tens of thousands of kilometers away from the Earth. It's not practical at all.
可変重力ロックシステムというようなものがあるとタイターは言っていた。それによって地球の重力を捉え、必ず地球がある場所に到着できるようになると。
Okabe says, Taito said he had a variable gravity lock system. He can use that to lock onto the Earth's gravity and ensure he arrives somewhere on the planet's surface. Interesting. Kurisu fires back. Taito's explanation on that point was vague. She continues. He mentioned having such a device, but he didn't explain how it worked. Daru says, but if you're only moving through time, won't you just arrive in the same location? Kurisu says, of course not. Daru says, why not? Okabe says, because the Earth is always moving. Kurisu says, right. Rotation and revolution. She continues. The Earth's rotational velocity is about 1,650 kilometers per hour. She continues. Its orbital velocity around the Sun is about 114,000 kilometers per hour. Oh, jeez, you try doing modified voice. Holy moly, and pronounce all that stuff. She continues. Meaning 1 hour ago we were that far away from where we are now. Daru says, whoa. When you think about it like that, we're earth-shatteringly fast. He brought the pun. Kurisu says, and that's not all. She continues, or Kurisu, whatever, she continues. The solar system is part of the Milky Way, and the Milky Way spins like a giant whirlpool. She continues. There are various theories, but basically the Earth moves about 50 million kilometers a day. Wow. How can she roll all those numbers so smoothly off her tongue? I get that she's a genius, but it's hardly common knowledge. Has she been doing research on the topic? Daru says, we've kind of gotten to a ludicrous scale. Sounds like it. Oh. I'm gonna take the mail. Ferris. Alright. I think we only had... Oh. Oh, it loops, okay. I think we only botched one bit of mail or something like that we didn't look at, so that's unfortunate, but I thought it was for an achievement, and I guess not. Phantasm is the cat's meow. Have you bought Phantasm's debut single, Nya? It's the theme song for Rainet Kakaru, so it's really popular. Ferris bought 5 copies, Nya. It's my duty as a Rainetter. Anyway, the Rees, there's, jeez, it's so separated in all the words. There's an important secret hidden in Phantasm's songs. The key to unlocking it is, oops, the bell's ringing, Nya. Looks like someone's here. Better see who it is. Alright, so Phantasm. Band's vocalist, I feel a strong resonance from her. Theme song. Is this another part of Operation Stupidify Humanity? Explain. Or the important scene. I'm aware they are said to contain directions to the sanctuary, as well as prophecies regarding the end of the world. Isn't that right? Let's go with that one. Sounds the most like him. Alright. Awesome. It's awesome how they involved that throughout the whole thing. Amazing design. Alright. Krisu says, by the way, the Milky Way is part of a larger cluster of galaxies, which is itself part of an even larger supercluster. Holy moly.
それらの銀河群も超銀河団も動いているかもしれないわけ。そうなるとさらに飛躍的に私たちの移動距離は伸びる。
She continues, and these clusters and superclusters might be moving too. If that's the case, we're moving even more than 50 million kilometers a day. Wow.
いずれにせよ、ほんの1秒前に飛ぼうとするだけでも膨大な局所場指定の計算が必要になるのよ。
She continues, the point is that setting the destination would require insane calculations, even if you only want to travel 1 second into the past.
手動じゃ無理だし。同じ場所に移動しようと思ったら、スパコンで計算したって解が出るまでに何年かかるか。
She continues, doing it by hand is impossible, and it might take years for a supercomputer to come up with a solution, just to get you to the same location.
ならば仕方あるまい。ダイターを探し出し、その可変重力システムを借りようではないか。
Okabe says, then we have no choice. We need to find Taito and borrow his variable gravity system.
それは明暗ね。先生頑張って。
Krisu says, great idea. Go for it.
この問題について、セルンはどうしようとしてるのかな。
She continues, I wonder how CERN is dealing with this problem. ... Okabe ... Daru ... After blowing me off, Krisu goes back to reading CERN's documents. Daru and I aren't good with English, so there's nothing we can do but let her work. So we're gonna get more? No, oh, scene change. The birds. Dawn breaks. We stayed up all night again. Fighting drowsiness, I refilled my mug with instant coffee. I've already lost count of how many I've had.
Okabe?
I'm biased, but I think I do a decent Okabe voice. Probably not matching the anime. Nowhere near that, but I just mean a different custom voice of it. I'm biased, though. It sounds a lot better in person than on recording, that's for sure. Krisu says, Okabe. That sounded like Miuri. Krisu hands her mug to me without looking away from the computer. I guess she expects me to refill it. Time to ponder. Since when did I become her maid? She should ask Mayuri for stuff like this. Mayuri's a professional maid, after all. That said, Carisu's the one reading certain documents right now. Daru and I can manage if we use translation software, but we're nowhere near as efficient as she is. While it's not exactly what I had in mind when I said I wanted to borrow her knowledge, it just goes to show that I was right to make her a lab mem. She's an asset to the lab. For now, at least. I should try not to upset her. I like the birds. I silently take the mug from Carisu, dump it in the powdered coffee, and pour in hot water from the pot. 2 packets of sugar, no milk. Carisu has already requested it the same way 5 times today. I mix it well and bring it over to Carisu. She doesn't immediately realize I'm standing behind her, so I hold the mug in front of her face. That'll get the point across. Carisu takes it without turning.
Arigato.
Arigato. Carisu says, thanks. Her eyes never leave the screen. She's completely absorbed in CERN's research. Even though she was pronunciation. Even though she was adamant when she called them traitors to scientists everywhere, she's not above picking their brains. But I understand how she feels. I'm itching to know more myself. Daru is fast asleep on the sofa. His snoring is quite loud. Furthermore, it sounds like he has sleep apnea. I'm surprised Carisu has been able to ignore it. Is she just that focused? I'm loving this visual novel. Even though I want to... When I start something, a series of any sort, it's like I want to plow through one series, but I also want to take my time and enjoy it, and yet I want to jump into all these other series. It's always all like the same dang case. But anyhow, I decided to watch some TV. As always, the news channels are all covering the Radicon satellite crash.
人工衛星墜落から5日が経過した秋葉原ですが、夏休みシーズンに入ったということもあり、放置されたままの人工衛星を一目見ようと多くの人が詰めかけています。
Alright, so satellite crash, Akiba in uproar. Akihabara, Tokyo, origin, other info under investigation. Alright, let's do this. 5 days have passed since the satellite crash, and with the start of summer vacation season, crowds are gathering to get a glimpse of the satellite, which still has not been removed. My dang webcam is blocking the dang text. But it's the best place for it, from my understanding. Alright, teenage girl. How am I supposed to sound like a teenage girl? I came from Nagoya. I wanted to see it. Oh, Saitama. Middle-aged man. I drove all the way from Saitama. It's amazing. Where did that thing come from? Oh my gosh, how am I supposed to do by this teenage girl? Another one. Yay! I'm a high school girl from Chiba. Ah, jeez. How embarrassing.
というように、日本全国からわざわざ駆けつける人もいるようです。
Tourists. Oh, jeez. Male voice. It's a female. And we're out of time. Tourists from all over Japan are flocking to this location.
某今日未明、NASA アメリカ航空宇宙局のスポークスマンマイケル・バーン氏は会見で。
Oh, it's going to get interesting, but next time. So there's more about the satellite going on. Interesting. Still in the news. So anyhow, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more of the Steins visual novel. I will see you up ahead. Take her cool.